Hello and welcome everybody back to the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare with Anno 1800. This is the full release build played by me, aka Kebablord. And as you can see, the game is paused. The reason is simple, because I want to address a few things. I actually want to talk to you before I start into the game, and I don't want to get interrupted like by warfare, of the pirates, Lady Margaret Hunt, and so on. That's all very distracting. There are a few things I want to address, and I guess I'm making it sound way more dramatic than it actually is. But yeah. Okay, let's just talk. The first thing is the situation with the comments. I mean, I very, very, very positively, I'm very pleased that that your interaction with the videos of the Anno 1800 series is just so high. There are so many comments coming in. It's always a great feedback for me. And yeah, but when you get home and you, after a long day of work, and you notice, okay, there are like 200 comments waiting, I just can't answer them all. And it hurts me a little bit, because I always think that such games are supposed to be played and analyzed together, and also discussed together, and I can't really participate in the discussion because, well, I have my work life, I have my private life, and there's not much time left for actually recording, so I have a choice between answering all comments or record 2 to 3 episodes for the next day, and I think you are on my side if when I'm saying that recording more episodes is actually more important. But, and that is something that I just want to make clear, I'm reading at least 90% of the comments throughout the day. So, whenever you're saying something, when you're giving me feedback and so on, you can be sure that I read it. And that is also one of the reasons why I'm actually pausing the game to talk with you, because also some of the few things that have been addressed in the comments are going to be discussed here. So yeah, that was the first thing. I'm actually reading your comments, and I want to encourage you to still give me feedback and so on. Even if I don't reply, I am reading it, I'm noticing it, and when possible, I will try to take care of it. Yeah. Also, you may join our community Discord, and there you can also join with others in the discussion, because the chance that I'm going to be there and also participate in the discussion is way higher than in the YouTube comments. So, then there's another thing, and that is, that has been addressed quite often, and that is the underlying tone of my language. Because, well, English is not my native tongue, as you might have noticed. I'm German, and our languages work a little bit different, especially in regards of the general tone of the language, how you pronounce things, and so on. And some of you noticed that there's a little bit of frustration in my voice, and also some annoyance. And that's actually true. That is part of who I am, and in the German language it is not as hard as it comes off in the English language, because, well, in the German language most Germans actually have that tone in their voice, and the language actually profits from it. But in English, of course, it doesn't work the same way. So I might come off as heavily frustrated and so on, and I know that this can make, for some of you watching these videos, a little bit unpleasant. And some of you also said that I might actually want to address it, and with all due respect, I have to decline that. I am not going to address that issue for one very simple reason. If I'm playing a game, I'm being very concentrated. That is also the reason why I don't talk as much as, for example, Keralis does, or other great Let's Players and YouTubers, because I focus on the game, not on entertainment. I just want to play the game in a very efficient way, and therefore I can't really focus on my language and what I'm saying. So that results in me not actually saying much, and also being very concentrated, and therefore not taking care of how I pronounce things, of the tone that I have in my voice, and so on. So, if I sound a little bit annoyed and frustrated, it is because I'm actually concentrated, and every event that can happen at the same time, for example, a pirate attacks my trade route and so on, of course that annoys me. I am actually a little bit frustrated and annoyed by that. And yeah, I have a choice to make, as I do with replying to the comments. I can either focus on the game or focus on how I speak to make this more delightful for you guys. And again, my personal choice is to focus more on the game. The main reason for that is that I actually believe that most of the viewers here are not watching the videos because of my personality, but more because of my playstyle, because they find it more fascinating to see how I structure a city, how I do some layouts for farms and so on, because that is actually my great USP, my unique selling proposition compared to other YouTubers, that my playstyle is vastly different. And yeah, that is just my personal opinion. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that my playstyle is actually more important for my identity as a YouTuber, and therefore I'm going to focus more on that. Then the next thing that has been addressed, and don't worry, this is not going to take much longer. In worst case, I would just make the episode 5 to 10 minutes longer so that you get your 20 to 25 minutes of playtime. And that was a very good bridge to the next topic, because the length of the episodes. Several people have requested that I should make the episodes a little bit longer. I could do that, but that would mean that I would have to reduce the number of episodes to 2 instead of 3. And why some of you might actually like that, if an episode would last like 40 minutes instead of 20 or 25, it would also mean that I can't spread the episodes as well throughout the day, meaning that several regions in the world won't be able to receive the episodes at noon and in the late afternoon when they get home and so on, meaning that less viewers will actually be notified about new content that has been released by me, and also that my videos will be mentioned less, will be shown less in the suggestions. Meaning, if I go for only 2 instead of 3 episodes, I will actually attract less viewers, which will mean less popularity for this channel, less subscribers, less viewing time, resulting in less income, making it harder for me to actually afford spending time in this hobby. Yeah, the YouTube algorithm is actually very harsh in those regards. So I will still stick with the 20 to 25 minutes length, and in return record 3 episodes a day, because it simply is more healthy for the channel. And I hope you can understand that. Also, another reason for that is that this channel is already over 3 years old, and at the beginning I experimented with an episode length of around 1 hour, and I specialized it a little bit. I adapted to the needs of a community, and it turned out that the mark of 20 to 25 minutes is actually the best length for YouTube. It is the most efficient length, because I still get the average view time of around 8 to 10 minutes, but I can produce more content per day. Because, again, the average viewer looks at a video for between 8 and 10 minutes. It doesn't matter if the episode is 60 minutes, 40 minutes, or 20 minutes. I had several years to experiment on that. So why should I waste that much video length on longer episodes if more but shorter episodes are simply something that has proven to be better for the community? That's just something that I also wanted to tell. I hope you are maybe happy with these answers. If not, I hope you can at least understand my point of view. Yeah, I just want to do what is best for the channel and also what is good for me, because, well, I'm working at least 50 hours a week. Mostly even 60. I also have a relationship going and so on, so it is actually not easy in regards of schedule. But yeah, then there's also one thing left to do. some of you might have noticed... Oh, do I not have a flagship? Ah, it is on expedition, I forgot. Some of you guys... Yeah. And that is what I meant with... Ah, annoyance! Okay, what can we do here? I mean, we have a 7-year itch. The crew are beset by insatiable and painful itching. From lieutenants down to pigeon keepers, they twist and turn in the bunks and cannot sleep. It is affecting their capacity to carry out the most basic duties. Something must be done. Well, find somewhere to stop and be rid of it. Sand and sun is panacea. Okay, I don't even know how to pronounce it. An acute sense of direction leads the ship to an island paradise. A freshwater lagoon relieves the itching, and with much needed relaxation will stand all in good state for the journey ahead. Okay, so it was a good outcome. Provide extra rations and continue. So, and back to the topic before we got interrupted by that. Rude expedition. Some of you might have noticed that I have actually a Patreon page for this channel. So, of course, patreon.com, League of Ungentlemanly Warfare. And yeah, I need to name a few ships after my Patreons, right? There are currently 2. So, unfortunately my flagship is not here. But since battleships are going to die quite often, I mean, especially later when we will wage war against Lady Margaret Hunt. I mean, just look at this fleet she's having. This is just a large patrol. I shall name a few of my ships. So here we have the Electra, which is now the HMS Batavi. One of the Patreons actually supporting the channel, so there is a reward here. And yeah, if you never heard from that, so this is the HMS Hallmann. If you never heard of it, then that is okay, because I'm actually not promoting the Patreon page. Yeah, you will just find the link at the front page of the channel, but not in the video description and so on, simply because I am not posting anything there yet. And I believe I should only promote stuff when I'm actually able to offer you something. So, but yeah, I have again, this is a group channel. I tend to forget that because I'm the main uploader, but Jerry, especially recently, has also uploaded quite many episodes. But yeah, we have 2 Patreons on that page who are actually spending a bit of money, quite a bit, and thank you guys for that. Yeah, Kevin and Sander. And as we reward to your say, I am going to name the ships after you. So there we have it, the HMS Batavi and the HMS Hallmann. Okay, so and now we can finally start with the gameplay of the episode. So in the last episode we ended with with a fleet, with a few ships. Sailing over to Lady Kahima, or Madame Kahima? Yeah, Madame Kahina, not Kahima.
The island is under siege.
Whoa! Okay, this is going to be the end of Kasparov, as it seems. Yeah, Margaret is destroying his capital. I really wanted to see his island get strong, get the investors, and so on. Because he's building such beautiful city layouts. Ah, that just hurts. Okay, we will lose Kasparov. That really hurts. We will have to deal with Hunt, who is really dominating the entire world in this game. Well, will he survive? It might actually be possible that he survives. But yeah, the war between these two is truly escalating. Okay, so, the expedition. Cities of Gold, the Faded Ink, the Gold Leaf, Kudvus might lead to El Duda, of course not El Dorado. It fluttered into the hands of your sailors, who believe it to be the most bona fide clue in centuries as to the location of the City of Gold. They are already dreaming of the hulking neck chains they'll find, and how well they set off their earrings. Why, even the captain has suggested hiring a guide. Yet the greedy have come this way before, and it never seems to end well. Yeah, time to hire a guide. He has been searching for the Missouri City his whole life, and the intensity with which he examines them suggests he is on the verge of a breakthrough. Further west than I have ever been. He looks to the forest, but there's no reason it couldn't lie beyond Lake Guavatita. A few days hike up the river basin and Lake Guavatita shows herself, just like the jagged dagger of water on your map. Besides a high waterfall, your guide shows you a stone marked with mesoglyphs. This marks the end of the trail, he says. Okay, let's survey the area. Not so much as a glimmer of a golden city, not even behind the waterfall, the lieutenant teases. And besides these glyphs, he drops to his haunches and feels the grooves in the stone. Looks like plain water erosion to me, the captain nods. Alright, man, you heard the lieutenant. Time to give up this fool's errand. Your expedition leaves disappointed. Okay, continue with the expedition. And how's the battle going? Kasparov survived! I can't believe it. And I hope my ships will be fast enough that we might actually get some loot here. Time to be a ninja looter. Yeah, just be quick. I hope it's lying there for more than 5 minutes. Otherwise we might have an issue. And in the meantime, we are just gathering more building materials, especially since we, since the radar has been activated. Where's that? Why can't we click on that? But there's no quest open. Something is wrong here. Oh, and what also has been suggested that I might connect the districts a bit better. Okay. I should do so. Here, you win. Are you happy now? That should now work a little bit better. So, you now, come on. I just want to trade a few things in order to get the money so that I can buy more stuff for zoo and museum.
Lovely day for seafront perambulation.
To increase the island attractiveness. Oh, we're already getting some money for Kebab Town due to tourism. But we can increase that further. Oh no! The loot is disappearing. That's disappointing, but it won't be the last attack of Lady Margaret Hunt.
I can tell you're searching for something.
So, beer and the sewing machines. I hope sewing is now the right pronunciation. That has also been in the comments, because sewing, to sew someone. Okay, sewing. Also, sewing machine could be like from the sewers, which is of course totally wrong.
Eli thinks everyone has to suffer for justice to be done. Not the biggest contract I've executed. Welcome to the Emporium Exotique. You join an elite circle.
Okay, so, and we are going to get more items. Oh, balloon fish.
I can tell you're searching for something. We both choose our partners carefully.
Okay, with that we should actually be able to increase our attractiveness of the island quite a bit.
Untold perils await us.
Yeah, the untold perils can kiss my ass, dear Captain. Lamy is busy. Yeah, we are going here for the Grey Wolf. So, but we still made a profit. Profit, not profit, because, well, this is not a prophecy. Yeah, the loot is gone.
Not the biggest contract I've executed.
Okay, that is a little bit weird. This expedition is going
We
to
both
South
choose our
America.
partners carefully.
How did they get to the Arctic? That's just weird. Okay, your sailors face the mountain without a map. After racing from guide to guide through the depths of a mountain range, the crew finds themselves devoid of chaperone. The guide supposed to take them on the last leg hasn't shown up at the time you agreed. Forget what initial goal you had in mind. Getting off a snow-topped peak is the only priority now. Okay, navigation. Traverse the mountain on
Ship
your own.
under attack.
So that is the thing. We are... Ah, right. I forgot that I am at war with Kasparov as well. Silly me.
It somehow remains a beauty spot, despite this.
Okay, we shall stay there. And hopefully this error will never happen again. Okay,
What a time to be alive.
yeah, we can't really do much here. We need to settle in South America. How are these going? Sausage is still not on the rise. Seriously, how many sausages do they need? And apparently they also need more bread. Okay, then we can do that. We can do that. More sausages. Okay. And now I wish again we had a template feature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, more sausages for you. I hope you are happy. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit here properly. That hurts, but
Resume the attack, or your siege will end.
I never wanted to presume the attack.
Ceasefire has ended.
So now we can just do this one. Boom. Works like a charm. Fits perfectly fine. Okay, so here we could go for more fat because people need more soap. But do they? Do they actually need more soap? I honestly have no idea. But we will give them, just in case, more sausages. And should they ever need more soap, they can just tell us. Okay, here those are now rotated 100 degrees in the wrong direction, but I don't care. I mean, we have our happy beer layout, our beautiful beer layout that makes me happy. Yeah, that is how I want to say it. A beer layout can't be happy. Okay, time for more food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this should now work a little bit better. Lady Hunt, are you preparing a new war fleet for our tour? Doesn't seem like it. But how's your capital doing? Apparently the engineer district is expanding to the north. Okay, there are definitely windows on that side. Yeah, what a sight to behold. A window facing a wall. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the day when all of this is a large engineer district with a little investor district, and the city expands to cover most of the island. That will really look good. And again, I just like that the AI... Okay, here are some white spots, but still, the AI, compared to Anno 1404, is actually able to build a city.
Hands up already. Too cultured for us scrubbers.
Okay, the fugitive. Local authorities come aboard looking for a fugitive you've taken in. A man in rags offered you a service on port, saying he'd do any odd job for some food and perchance to join your crew. The captain agreed to take him on. He soon grew on your sailors, working hard and filling in wherever needed. But above all, he has proved a man of principle, a champion of the vulnerable, and as such the crew have learned to respect his silence on the matters of the past.
Island withstood an attack.
I will pay.
I could simply go to press.
And we get a new dude. That is not helpful. I guess we have to throw the clay overboard. I hope there won't be any hunting. Yeah, here, publish. Ah,
It's
perfect.
important to be true to oneself.
So few islands left.
Attention for the Admiral.
I'm not happy.
Seductive charts bury my desk.
A new commission?
I'm totally not happy. Especially since I need an island with cotton. And rum. I could get the rum here, but still. Or here, in Abaja. Okay, yeah, I will send the Endeavor home. And I shall go back to the old world.
Ceasefire has ended.
New orders?
Take this fleet. And then go visit an island of Arthur. I always want to say Victor. Victor Kasparov. Oh, his name is Arthur. So you shall travel to the new world. And in the meantime, I shall... What did I do to lose so much money? Okay, but first, there's no ceasefire active anymore, so... Here, request ceasefire, yeah.
Call that a storm. Why, it was nothing at all.
Okay, so, and this is a zoo. And the zoo is making progress. And someday we will also get a full biome.
What do I see here? Little piles of dog lime.
So, and if we wouldn't have so much sausage production, we could actually do a bit more. But okay. Yeah, once our large fleet has entered the new world, we are going to take that one island that has the resources that we need.
I seesaw between
So, good thing Kasparov is at war. And in the meantime, we do a quest here.
Tortuous, this must appear ungrateful. What with all I already...
Find and collect. Irvin Grog. An artisan has come to asking me if a rude composer who's passing through the city. Perhaps something can be arranged. The composer is bowing in front of a crowd at a variety theater. That now actually works way better than in Anno 1404, where targets have been marked. Here, you get a description where they are.
Wild abandon courses through every limb.
Okay, so, and in the meantime, upgrade a few more roads. To make this entire thing more beautiful.
A bold new expedition, Admiral.
Yeah, we can do that one day. But not now.
An ever more popular site for we pilgrims.
Okay, so for next cycle we get 85 more tourists, meaning we will get like 500 income, and it costs 300, so it's good for us. Despite, of course, the zoo and the museum actually costing money. And yeah. In the meantime, our ships are still
Your ship
on their
has
way.
returned from its voyage.
Yay! The Endeavour has returned. So that should make things a little bit easier.
Got a lovely bit of stuff coming in.
And how's the rest doing? I know this episode is way slower, but in the end we are talking about expanding to a new area and stealing an island from another player. So sausages are on the rise, that is on the rise, soap is not on the rise despite the game telling me it is. With it.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Okay, the fleet has arrived.
Your ship has returned from its voyage. Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Okay, we can buy here a
would
few
welcome
clippers.
more volunteers. We search all our visitors.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Okay, so
Your
we
ship
now
has
have our
returned from its
mighty war fleet. I'm going to get
Your ship has
to also
returned from its
destroy
voyage.
his other island. Of course, not really destroy it, but you know what I mean. Yeah, and we will just get the shares. How much is this island worth? 380. Yeah, that is a bonus income that I might want to accept. Because I'm not really happy with our balance, with our income.
Ship under attack.
Established.
You utterly defeat me!
Fleet, prepare to fire.
Enemy's resistance.
Forget art. I want my damned island back.
Okay, it does not give us some money, but we got expansion, which means we got a new perk, which gives us an island
Station.
workforce of 50. That is an improvement.
You gained an influence bonus.
So this island should be a bit easier to take, but it will be really hard to build a settlement on this, so this could be the settlement area, and the rest we build the farms. But it will be really hard to get here a proper layout.
Fleet ready.
Won't be easy. Won't be easy.
Good
So
and
time to
ready.
gather a fleet. And after we've taken that island, we'll build a little settlement and... Oh, now we get share income.
You lack the gift.
Good. Ah, this island being so stupidly perfect. For all the decoration. As I said, I actually like his building style because it is so different. You
Ready for a challenge.
can spot from the distance that it is Arthur building there. though the H formation of Miss Hunt, yeah, H for Hunt, that actually makes sense, is also quite easy to spot. But it just isn't the same.
Fleet awaiting orders.
Why do you stop? Yeah, the ship AI sometimes really does stupid things. A cotton plantation. Soon we will also have that. So in the next episode we are going for the production that is still needed. Meaning we will go for rum.
Fleet embarking.
Yeah, you shall stay away because you are way too damaged.
Ship under attack. Your enemy's resistance is crumbling.
I'd like to see you do anything ambitious with it. You will never fully appreciate.
Sorry, Victor. Arthur, not Victor. I probably will never learn, but okay. Okay. We're missing wood.
Awaiting new horizons.
Okay, then we will get some wood. So I will also start buying weapons here so that we can actually fortify this area.
These fabled lands exist.
These fabled lands are not interesting for me at the moment, old man. Will we be able to get here full layout? Unsure. I don't think so, actually. We could try to get at least a part of the layout over here. I really don't like settling in this area. Oh, you know what? I will just try to do it.
You reached a new milestone.
So, this should now be a bit of an improvement. Okay, here we will later get a bricks production. Good thing you don't need that many building materials over here. For the moment, I shall go with that. Do we have a fertility for bananas? Yes, we do. Ah, and here you can actually build the Anno 1602 memorial. That is good to know. So what do we need for rum? Okay, wood and sugar canes.
Is under siege.
Oh, Margaret is, well, doing her thing again. That's interesting. Now we won't be able to build a full layout, but at least a little bit of a layout. And I guess it's now actually time for thumbnail.
Another player has had their island seized. Another player has had their island seized.
And we
Game
now got the
saved.
screenshot. So, and now this episode is over. I hope you're happy with the extra length, but it's not going to happen often. Yeah, this will be an exception, only because I talked so much, and every few episodes I will also address pressing matters should new ones arise. I hope you're okay with that I'm not doing it in a written way, but in the videos every couple of episodes. I can't do that in each episode because, well, I'm always recording like 3 episodes in a row, and so new issues don't have the chance to emerge.
You reached a new milestone.
Yay, new city status, town. But people are unhappy. Okay, but we will fix that in the next episode. I hope, as always, you liked this episode. If yes, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. It's always a great feedback for me. It always makes me happy. If you have any feedback or other stuff that I should address, then just type it down in the comments or join our community Discord and discuss with us. You will find the link in the video description. And if you want to get notified whenever I upload something new, then just subscribe to the channel and make sure that notifications are activated. And with that, I say goodbye and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.